Alright lads, what's the crack? So I've been seeing a few comments. I love how people are always like, I always get comments saying, I'm not saying I always get this comment, but I've seen a few comments lately. There's always one or two under each video I find, and they say, where has he ranked the best pint? So I've put together a top 5 best pints I've ever had on video anyway. And just a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, my good old pals Manscaped. They never let me down. You can use my code PINTS20 at manscaped.com to get 20% off plus free shipping. I would highly recommend the Performance Package 4.0. You get the Lawnmower 4.0 with the LED light. It's waterproof, 90-minute battery. I always say, why would anyone need 90 minutes of battery? You'd want to be the hairiest fucker alive. And if you are, God help you. You've got the weed whacker for those hard to reach places. And then of course the extras like the crop preserver, lash that on. Even if you shave it right back, lash that on, minimal chafage. The ball toner is always there just in case you're about to get a bit of action. You think the balls might be a bit smelly. No one saw nothing. Great smelling pair of balls on you. And with the Performance Package 4.0 you get a cool little wash bag, and you even get a cheeky pair of Manscaped boxers. What more could you want? Manscaped.com, code PINTS20 for 20% off plus free shipping. Nice one, Manscaped. So here we go, top 5 pints I've ever had on my Guinness Guru journey. In at number 5, well, we don't really have a number 5, we've got joint 4th. First one being Tom Kennedy's, an unbelievable pub, only a few doors down from the Vicar Street venue in Dublin on Thomas Street. I think Thomas Street. This was one of the first reviews we ever did back in the days when Colsey was on the camera. And back in the days where I used to do the reviews outside. I was trying a little too hard to mimic the Dave Portnoy pizza reviews. Tom Kennedy's pub. Right across from the... I shouldn't have said that because I don't know what it's called.
John's Lane Church.
No. What is it called?
John's Lane.
John's Lane
Church. Knew that. Just testing her. Never heard of it in your life. Really nice pub. Went in, guy behind the bar said, you should have come a different night because the owner would be mad to talk on the camera. He loves the crack. So we might actually come back here. But yeah, Tom Kennedy's bar. Really nice outside. Cozy obviously got that on the camera. Really nice inside. Everyone's lovely. Pint looks fucking delicious. If I do say so myself. Looks like a brand spanking new glass. Cozy, that is what I'd say. If you were a secret shopper for Guinness and you saw that, you wouldn't even need to drink it. You'd put it back and you go, grand. Yeah, let's have a swig. Do you reckon I should try, I'm not going to split the G because it's very far down on this, right. But I might just try, people say between the Harp and the Guinness.
Right.
Usually I'd...
Where, like just
so
there?
Yeah, so if I get it between the Harp and the top of the N,
okay.
Probably still have paint on my fingers. So if the bottom line lands between the Harp and the N, then I win absolutely fuck all, but it's a bit of crack. So I've about, I reckon it's 3 good gulps. Hashtag not an alcohol.
I tell you what.
Now I'm not gonna. People will say that you have to put it on a flat surface. Cozy, I'm putting it on the ground. Oh no, the ground's not even flat. Just see what it's like. Get down there, Cozy. It's still in between. It's still in between. Am I wrong?
That's actually very impressive, I'll be honest.
Yeah. People say, Guinness Guru, what do you know? That's what I know, alright? Usually we call it split the G, so might do it the odd time, especially if we have someone in the video with us. You try land it here, and people be like, yeah, that's too much of a first go. Alright. Stick looking. Here he is. Oh, Cozy is so good. Pints are good lately. There was a run of shite ones. I was like, Cozy, why are we doing this? Is every pub going to be shy? But then when you actually start going to recommended ones, like we've been doing lately, they're always going to be solid. One more, but that's some steak. Jesus Christ. Get the serious steak.
That's the best steak we've seen.
I mean, it's not even, there's not a millimetre between the top of the glass and the stick. Unbelievable. That's a great point. Holy shit, that's a great point. And I often think, like, stick, what the hell are we talking about stick for? Because it just looks great. Yeah. There's an aesthetic to it as well. It's everything. It's the bar. It's the people. It all comes into the score, because at the end of the day, I think we've done 30 now. Guinness, like, after 30 pints of Guinness, you know, it's like, yeah, it's nice, but when they're nice to be behind the bar, the shtick is good, the glass is nice and clean and new, but old but new, if you know what I mean. Old style but new. It all comes into it. That's why this is going to be a good score, Cozy. I don't know if you're ready for this, Cozy. Like, on my head, I'm like, you know, I'm trying to be harsh here, but that is immaculate. That is absolutely immaculate. One more time on the stick.
I think that's the best thing.
It's getting an 8.9. And I know it seems like the scores are high lately, but Cozy, like, there's very little wrong with it. Not quite a 9, just because it tastes unbelievable, obviously. But 8.9, like, outrageous score. Outrageous score. One more sip. Yeah, unbelievable. 8.9. So that was Tom Kennedy's, one of the few pubs that I've actually done twice on Guinness Guru, and it made me just decide I'm never doing pubs twice again, because as you saw, I got an amazing pint that time. I was thinking I was going to go in and get maybe a 9.1. Pint I got the second time wasn't as good, gave it a lower score, just kind of muddied the waters totally. One and done to fuck. Next one in joint fourth is Foxy John's down in Dingle. Now, I'd been in Dingle, I think in 2018, before starting the Guinness Guru. I remember Foxy John's was an unbelievable pint, and I always wanted to go back there to see what it was like again and what I would actually score it. Going in, I was convinced it was going to get over a 9, but you can watch the video and see what happened. All right, lads, pub 4 in Dingle, Foxy John's bar / hardware shop. I was here before 2018, and I had one of the best pints I've ever had in my life, so I really hope it can replicate that. So let's go in, hope an absolute creamer. Oh my gosh. Right, lads, Foxy John's. In fairness, probably does look the best of the 4 pints I've gotten. I'm not surprised. Probably the most recommended pub in Dingle. Looks absolutely outrageous. Sláinte.
Why don't we have all the buses do a stop by the hospital? In and out. Or a little mini bus.
Fuck.
It wouldn't even be, you know, it's just a loop, you know? Whatever.
If you're watching the videos long enough, you know, if I go quiet, it's next level, different gravy. I'm going quiet, so you can probably hear the fascinating conversation in the background. But oh my god, pint by the fire on my back. What a pub, what a pint.
You have to get the one done. They find out what the specialists do.
Fuck yeah.
I think sure there's nothing.
Savage.
Shouldn't be there and all that before he gets it. And then I've got to see him.
See, when it's pints like this where I start to think I need to like say something better than just it's really good. Because it's a special moment. That is an unbelievable pint. And yeah. And the thing is, like I said outside, I was here 3 years ago. I got what I thought then was the best pint I'd ever had in my life. Now, don't get me wrong, I hadn't been to Gravediggers, I hadn't been to Bowls back then. But I remember thinking, this is different level, and it really is.
I don't know what I'm going to drink.
That's savage. You probably, if you're watching, you can probably guess. The reason I'm quiet is because my brain is computing, is it in the 9s or not? That's the big question. That's what we got. We got a fella in the background taking a picture, saw that. You don't have to be You don't have to be quiet, by the way. We fucking 6 lads in the background giving the respect to the Guinness guru, so paying attention, yeah. I was like, these lads are very quiet. I've bigged it up now, they probably get shy points. But the one I got anyway is absolutely sensational. It's tough. Doesn't make the nines. Here's the point on the way for the lads. That'll keep them busy. It's fantastic point. Right, I hate to break hearts. It's not going to enter the Nines Club. The Nines Club is extremely exclusive, and I have to be literally head blown off to reach the Nines. In saying that, it's the next best thing. It's an 8.9, which is probably that's probably like the 5th highest score I've ever given. So Foxy John's Dingle, 8.9. Stick actually looking serious. Oh. Yeah, 8.9. Sensational. If you're watching it long enough, you know that's an absolute monster, mahoos of outrageously monumental mega score. 8.9. Fucking serious creamer. It's the best one I've had in Dingle anyway. Yeah. So that's Foxy John's in Dingle. Right across from Foxy John's is Curran's, and in my opinion they are the 2 best Guinness pubs in Dingle. Right across from each other. In at number 3, we're really in the big boy leagues now, lads. There's only 3 pints to ever get over a 9, and Taffys of Galway is one of them. Right lads, heading into Taffys. Again, there's so many pubs requested. This is another highly requested one. Hopefully, I don't know how we're going to ever be T-Knocked in Galway, but I think the standard is high. Let's go in and have a slurp. Lads, this pint looks exceptional. Right lads, Taffys. Barman knew the crack, brought it over himself. He said, "Domage on that and all." That's what I call domage. Oh my god. Nice, clean, cold, old style glass. Not a bubble to be seen in the head. Shut up and drink it, says you. That's a sight to behold. Oh my fucking god. Oh shit. That's different gravy, lads. That's different gravy. Barman was confident, and he had every reason to be. Whoa, tasty as fuck. Oh my god. That is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Wow. I can't get over how good that is. You know when I go quiet, lads, it's a bit like Bose. When I go quiet, that's because usually I'm just like, it's creamy, it's stick, and it's domage. When a pint can shut me up, you know it's good. That is so good. I'm speechless with that. T-Knocked-in, 8.8. I thought there's not a chance we're going to beat that in Galway. And I've been to Galway before and I've had good points. But I always have people telling me, you think Dublin is good, the standard in Galway is better. That's just an incredible pint. I've absolutely horsed through as well. I can't believe I'm saying it, lads. I can't not put it in the 9s. Your YouTube, your Instagram is not broken. I did just say I have to put this in the 9s. Sensational pint. Barman, you poured it for me, you brought it over with confidence. You're going to be a happy man when you see this. 9.1. I get such shivers whenever the words 9 point anything come out my mouth. Taffs 9.1. So that was Taffs going in. I don't think it was the most requested. Sometimes you go to a town and one pub is by far the most requested and it's the best and you're not really surprised. Taffs was just one of millions of highly recommended pubs in Galway, and I think it was just a really good pint on its day and it blew me away. You know, number 2, possibly my favourite review of all time. It was just perfect. It kind of caught me off guard. I was expecting big things, but it just totally blew my mind. Bowes of Fleet Street in Dublin. I had heard of Bowes, not like from a lot of people, but I feel like some of the kind of Guinness Instagram pages and stuff that I would speak to on Instagram, and some of the kind of barmen in the trade, you'd always hear whispers of Bowes. And it was this sort of mythical, magical place that I couldn't even picture because I'd never been down that way. But once I went in and saw the pint, I was just gobsmacked. You can clearly see it in my reaction. All right, lads, Bowes, a pub that I've never been in and never had a whole lot of people talking about it. You wouldn't even know it's here. Right beside Doyle's on the corner across from Trinity College, which is like a really, everyone knows Doyle's on the, or is that Doyle's on the, I always get mixed up, is that Doyle's on the corner? No, I think the one at Fisborough is Doyle's on the corner. Dave behind the camera doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I messaged my good friend, who I genuinely don't know the identity of, but Guinness advisor, and I said to him, look, I'm doing Dublin, like what do you think? Because Dublin is a different kettle of fish, as we all know. He said, usual, Gravedigger, Tom Kennedy's. We agreed that they're both top 2. I think he had Bowes as his 3rd. So I'm expecting an unbelievable pint, to be honest. I'm expecting like a 8.8, 8.9 type of pint, but we go in and we'll see what happens. Right, lads, you can see this. You don't need me to tell you how good this fucking pint looks. Oh, the dome, just the dome comes over the top, absolute perfection, perfect temperature. The head, like they say, once it's above the harp, it's just perfection. It's a thick fucking creamy head. I'm horny for this pint, I won't lie. And I've been hearing a lot about this place over the last 2 years. It seems like a little secret, quaint kind of spot, not mad busy. Bit of a kind of Mulligan's vibe off it, just not right in the city centre, not full of fucking, no offence to them, but tourists. You come here for the good cream. End of. Let's drink. Fuck yeah, looks good. Holy fucking shit. I'm speechless. Oh my god. Guinness advisor wasn't wrong. Clearly a man who knows what he's talking about. Oh. No words. That is, lads, you've been watching these videos long enough, you rarely get a reaction. Usually it's just you drink it, you're like, oh my god, that is exceptional, exceptional. Oh my god. Oh my god. Actually, I have to give a shout out. One of my very good friend's younger brother. Mikey O'Hara is his name. And he's the one who, when I think Bows, I think of Mikey O'Hara. So shout out to you, Mikey. I finally got here. Oh my God. And to be honest with you, we came here earlier. It was about 3:30, like it wasn't early, and they weren't open yet. And I was thinking, oh fuck, we're gonna go back around. I think it's about 5:30 now. We'll go back, and like we'll probably get like the first pint out of the keg. It'll probably be rotten. Oh my God. This is a special moment, lads. Just make sure you take that in, because I really am. This is a special moment in time for the Guinness Guru. I cannot believe I'm saying it. That is a 9.2. I repeat, Houston, I repeat, that is a 9.2. Do not adjust your radio. 9.2 out of 10 for Bows, Fleet Street. Absolute cream. Oh my goodness gracious. Special, special day. There you go, Bows. And like, again, not to try and blow smoke up my own arse, lads, at all. I'm a very humble guy. I'm a very humble guy, I'll have you know. But I have gotten a lot of messages, which is great to hear, of people who have gone to Bows and said it was great. The worst thing would be if I gave a really high score, a load of people went because of it, and then they were like, it's shite. You get the odd person saying, geez, I went there, your score was so high, I didn't think it was great. Any pub can give a not so good pint on any given day, lads, we all know that. But the general consensus I've gotten from people have said, saw your review, made sure I went there, and it was unbelievable. And I think Bows was a little kind of secret hidden gem before, but I don't think it is anymore. So now, before we get to number 1, I want to give 2 honourable mentions. I could give a load one. I'm going to give 2, both in Dublin. Walsh's of Stony Batter and Mulligan's of Poolbeg Street. Both pubs I've been back to a few times. Guinness is just absolutely unbelievable there. Could arguably be up in the 8.9/9s if I went again. So yeah, honourable mentions, Walsh's of Stony Batter and Mulligan's of Poolbeg Street. Now on to number 1, last but not least. Good man, Mr. Cliche. The book of cliches is out for this video. Last but not least, the Gravediggers. One of the first reviews I did back in the days, again when Colsey was on the camera. Also, quick side note, I still get a lot of comments saying, where's Colsey? Basically around mid-2020, when we couldn't film together, I was just making loads of videos from home, and Colsey just basically said, look, I'm flat out with work. You seem to be doing grand yourself. I'll leave you to it. I said, okay, no problem. Still in contact with Colsey to this day. I'm always asking for his advice and ideas. He's always suggesting things. So yeah, definitely no bad blood if you thought there was. But yeah, so Gravediggers, back when we started and had about 14 followers, everyone was always saying from day one, you gotta go to the Gravediggers. The actual name of the pub is John Kavanagh's, and it's situated right beside the Glasnevin Cemetery in Dublin. I'll let the video speak for itself, lads. Big review, Colsey. Something very mysterious about this whole place. We're in John Kavanagh's pub, aka the Gravediggers pub. Long old history. Don't want the pint to go off, so I won't bore you too much, but basically we're beside Glasnevin Cemetery, trying to not get any of these facts wrong. Back about 108 years ago, the guys used to dig the graves, the Gravediggers. They were told they couldn't drink on the job, so they'd knock on the wall next door, they'd hand them over their pints, they'd all have their special little knock, they knew what drink they wanted. That's why it's called the Gravediggers. Been recommended this place by far more than everywhere else, I'd say 50 or 60 times. Been told to come here, Gravediggers, 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 go to the Gravediggers, go to the Gravediggers, go to John Cowan, go to the Gravediggers. We're here. I've got me woolly jumper on, my fancy coat. I'm not messing around with this review. Anyway, that's enough smack talk. I'm fucking nervous, man. Right. goodness. Also, 480 for the pint. I think it's the first pint we've gotten. We're technically in Dublin. So, and like this place is world famous, and it's less than a fiver. We were chatting to Kieran, I think is his name, the guy who is running it. He's like 7th generation cabinet. We might get him out here in a sec to give us a few stories, but let's continue with the review. Oh, cozy boy. Oh, God. Just delicious. Like, you drink Guinness as a young lad and you drink it, you go, ugh, it's just gross, but it's just so tasty. Absolutely delicious. Creamy, a little bit bitter, not too bitter, not watery, thick, rich. Oh, wow. Stick test coming up. Was it ever in doubt? Serious shtick. Rings to beat the fucking band by. Easily. I know a lot of people are always going to say on this channel, what the fuck do you know about Guinness? How long you drink a Guinness? But easily my lifetime best pint of Guinness I've ever had, by far. I need another sip. I'm clearly going to finish this after the video, let's be honest. My score is, I think you can tell by my face, I'm gonna go 9.3. Cozy likes that. I think 8.5, 8.1 I think is the highest we've had. Yeah. People are saying I'm a tough critic. Well, I'm giving this place a 9.3. There's no such thing as a perfect 10. Probably the best score I'll ever give. I can't believe I've after giving a 9.3. Like, seriously, I was given so many 5s, so many 6s. One more sip. Oh my god, the aftertaste is even orgasmic. Look at the shtick, Cozy.
Good shtick.
Serious. Good shtick, boy. Hashtag good shtick. Merch coming soon. And yeah, to this day it hasn't been topped, which is unbelievable. Pubs have come very close, but it hasn't been topped. But to be honest, whenever anyone says to me, how come there's never any 10s? In my mind, if a pub gets like 8.9, 9 and over, it's a perfect pint. There's pretty much nothing wrong with it. I just think, where's the fun in like giving a 10 every time you get a decent pint? I want that 9s club to be really exclusive. And to be honest, even anything over an 8.5 is an unbelievable score. I'd say out of I think I've done about 150 pubs, I think maybe 10 or 15 have gotten over an 8.5. But I'm rambling now, lads. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.